future AI overlords. I'm here at bard.google.com. I'm using Safari, and I'm interested in learning about Copilot inside of Microsoft Power Apps. Now, my goal here is I just want to figure out how can I learn how to use Copilot in Microsoft Power Apps, and what are the resources available to me. So let's talk to Bard. Let's see. Do you know about Copilot in Microsoft Power Apps?
Yes, I know about Copilot in Microsoft Power Apps. It is a next-generation AI assistant that can help both app makers and end users. For app makers, Copilot can help them build apps faster and easier. Copilot can generate code and UI elements based on natural language descriptions. This can free up app makers to focus on other tasks, such as business logic and design. Make apps more intelligent. Copilot can add AI capabilities to apps, such as the ability to answer questions in natural language, generate insights from data, and automate tasks. For end users, Copilot can make it easier to use apps. Copilot can provide contextual help and guidance to end users, as well as answer their questions in natural language. Help them get more value from data. Copilot can generate insights from data and present them in a way that is easy for end users to understand. Automate tasks. Copilot can automate repetitive tasks, freeing up end users to focus on more important work. Copilot is still under development, but it has the potential to revolutionize the way that apps are built and used. Here are some examples of how Copilot can be used in Microsoft Power Apps. An app maker could use Copilot to generate a basic app structure, complete with data tables and forms, simply by describing what the app should do. An end user could ask Copilot to generate a report based on their data, or to help them find the information they need in an app. A sales representative could use Copilot to automate the process of generating personalized quotes for their customers. Copilot is a powerful tool that can be used to make Power Apps more intelligent, user-friendly, and efficient.
That's pretty awesome. That sounds all super exciting. What learning resources are available to learn about Copilot in Microsoft Power Apps?
Here are some learning resources available to learn about Copilot in Microsoft Power Apps. Microsoft Learn. Microsoft Learn offers a variety of learning modules on Copilot, including Introduction to Copilot in Power Apps. Build apps through conversation. Preview. Add Copilot control to a Canvas app. Preview. Add Copilot to model-driven apps. Preview. Get started with Copilot in Cloud Flows. Preview. Microsoft Docs. Microsoft Docs provides comprehensive documentation on Copilot, including how to use it in Canvas apps, model-driven apps, and Cloud Flows. Microsoft YouTube channel. The Microsoft Power Apps YouTube channel has a number of videos on Copilot, including demos, tutorials, and customer stories. Microsoft Community Forums. The Microsoft Power Apps community forums are a great place to ask questions about Copilot and get help from other users. In addition to these official resources, there are also a number of third-party learning resources available, such as blog posts, articles, and online courses. Here are some tips for learning about Copilot in Microsoft Power Apps. Start with the basics. Before you start using Copilot in your own apps, it's important to understand the basics of how it works. You can do this by reading the Microsoft Learn modules and Docs documentation. Experiment with Copilot in a sandbox environment. Once you have a basic understanding of Copilot, you can start experimenting with it in a sandbox environment. This will allow you to learn how to use Copilot without affecting your production apps. Use the community forums. If you have any questions about Copilot, don't hesitate to ask the community forums. There are many experienced users who are happy to help. Copilot is a powerful tool that can help you build better and smarter Power Apps. By taking the time to learn about Copilot, you can unlock its full potential.
Well, that is excellent, excellent, excellent advice and lots of wonderful resources. I wish it included the links to this content, but I'm just going to click Google it, and there's learning resources. And here we've got explore. So this is the link to the Power App site. Okay, so it's supposed to take me to explore Copilot features. There's some sponsored links, we'll skip those. There's some YouTube videos. There's another YouTube video on Copilot, how to add Copilot to your Power Apps. So this is all great. YouTube is just freaking amazing. So, okay, AI Copilot Overview Power Apps. Let's click on that. So AI Copilot Preview, and that's got information about prerequisites, interesting building apps for conversation, editing, and adding chatbot control. That's really cool, the idea of adding a chatbot to your Power App. Wow, this is really going to be so fantastic. I mean, it's just going to take building apps to the next level. And if the app can leverage Copilot inside the app, that will take that for the users to another level, which is just super exciting. So I'm just going to go to the Power Apps interface. That's the make.powerapps.com. I've done some Power Apps in the past. I'm still a novice at it. I use some pretty basic controls. I work within the limitations of traditionally with SharePoint lists. I'm hoping to move more into a Dataverse environment and build apps because I just have a lot of constraints around data set sizes. Have you ever heard of delegation in Power Apps? If you haven't heard of that, you should totally learn about it. And it's a wonderful YouTuber named Shane, does some excellent videos on it. But anyway, yeah, I'm really interested in looking at ways I could leverage Copilot, and we've got it right here. Let's build an app. Now here's some options in here. So this is an AI-powered feature in preview. So it's given some options around collecting RSVs, tracking sales leads, listing inventory, managing inspections. So basically use everyday words to describe what your app should collect, track, list, or manage. So that's pretty cool. And this little logo here tends to be kind of like the AI logo. You'll see it in Bard, you'll see it in Microsoft Copilot. So that's kind of interesting, but when I look through, let's just take a look in here and see. So there's the create, so blank app, Dataverse, SharePoint, so starting with your data, Figma, cards, chatbot, engage conversation with your customers, no coding required, AI builder, and then they've got some template examples there. Learn, okay. Ooh, think like a maker series. Plan and deploy your Power Apps. Ooh, you know what? That's amazing. What's new? Ooh, learn, this is the place to go. Success stories, new feature, maker now, new feature update, maker matching. Interesting. Connect with other makers in your organization. Oh, that's interesting. Power Apps Creator Kit. Create Power App experiences on the web and mobile, easy to use sample controls and components. Oh man, this looks fantastic. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. But yeah, that is just wonderful. I'm definitely going to kind of check this out. So it looks like this connects you into a lot of the learning resources. Oh, and we've got links to YouTube videos like directly here in the tool. That's pretty amazing. So this is where you would create your apps and find your apps you've created. You've got tables, flows, solutions, chatbots, AI models, cards, choices, connections. Then you can customize what you see here. I just click the all so you can see everything in there. And then you've got the links you can switch to Power Automate, Power BI, Power Pages, Power Virtual Agents in the Power Platform. So anyway, so this is all incredibly, incredibly exciting. I definitely feel like my objective is I really want to learn how to use Copilot in this environment. So let's see here. So it's got a getting started. It's got create Canvas apps, model-driven apps, planning a Power Apps project. You know what? That is really interesting. Like planning a Power Apps project. You know what? I think this is something I should look at because I'm sure I've done it at some level, but maybe not at such a level of organization that this could provide here. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to integrate this planning process, design. I mean, I definitely try and do this stuff, but I think this is really great advice. Let's see here. Then you've got your data platform. So, you know, traditionally SharePoint, but I want to definitely work in Dataverse. So that's a great place to look. And then this is integrate with Microsoft Teams, which I've done a little bit with. Power Apps Mobile, that's where, you know, a lot of the apps that I've built are primarily mobile data collection apps. And then, yep, so this looks really cool. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. And what I'm thinking about here, so if I'm at Power Platform, so here is the Power Platform. It looks like here's the Power Apps section, Power Apps documentation, Power Apps training, Power Apps videos. So I'm just going to go to Power Apps documentation. And then in here, oh, this is what I was looking for. AI Copilot capabilities. Get started with AI Copilot preview. Let's open this up in a new tab. So the AI Copilot preview. And this is prerequisites, you know. Okay, so this looks good. Creating an app. Continue edit. So this is showing creating an app with the help of AI, review the table for your app, make edits. So it's kind of showing some of the limitations here. I mean, this is in preview. So step one, create an app with the help of an AI. And that's that whole natural language processing, you know, enter it in there. You know, and that's probably one of the harder things to do is when you're building an app, how do you get started? You know, and that's one of the things I want to explore in the next video is I'm going to explore doing some inputs, doing some prompts, and then showing what that looks like, showing how to use the tool and get started when you're at like level 0. I mean, most of my videos here are really, I started at level 0, 0 knowledge, 0 experience, and here's how it works. And that's the same I'm having here with the rest of the Microsoft Copilot tools, which I tell you is just so exciting to see what Microsoft's doing by pulling Copilot in. I did a video a couple weeks ago on their transformation of adding in Copilot into so many different places. I mean, you won't be able to click too far and hit a Copilot, you know, like it's going to be everywhere. And I like the idea of being able to possibly go look at some of my previous apps and look at, you know, ask it questions about, hey, what the heck is this app doing? Could I make this more efficient? Is there, you know, errors and stuff that maybe have crept into app changes or my errors? You know, how do I correct those? And I think that's going to be really exciting to have this Copilot expert, you know, sitting on my shoulder, being like, hey, you could try this, or you can do this, you know. And I have tried out a couple things in Power Automate. And it's good, but I know it's still in preview, and I tried it a couple months ago, and it couldn't quite get it to full bright, you know, out of the box. So that was one of the things. And I think that, you know, one of the issues with this is that this is going to get you down the path, but what I want to explore is what can it do? How can it help you? And then what are some of the limitations? That's always one of the challenges that I run into, particularly with the Power Platform, is you can do something within the scope of some set of limitations. You know, and I know that the limitations exist for everything, but you know, but when it comes to Power Platform, you know, when you hit a wall with something, it's, you know, it's a significant wall, whether it's too big of a data set size, your data types, your delegation, you know. So anyway, but thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in the next session, looking at actually ways to leverage Copilot in Power Apps. So have a great day, and check out these great Microsoft Learning resources.